hungry for the road all my life, thirsty for adventure all my youth, chasing all my freedoms down Liberty Avenue. And every time I hear a phrase my mother used to say to me, everything happens for a reason, I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, 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 just a little taste of home. I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home. Nothing like kitchen conversation, steam coming up off the stove, photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. And every time I hear a song my father used to sing to me, sweet words of an Irish lullaby, I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home. Home, 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 just a little taste of home. I need a little taste of home, 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 no matter where I go. A little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home. Just bought my ticket, I pick up the phone. I'm calling to tell you that I'm coming home. Home, 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 I'm coming home. I need a little taste of home, 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 I'm coming home. A little taste of home, 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 I need a little taste of home. Little taste of home, 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 I'm coming home. Home, 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 I need a little taste of home. Home, 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 just a little taste of home. Home, 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 I need a little taste of home. I've been taking mornings slowly, waking up with the sweet sound of the birds, reading books and sipping coffee. I forgot how much I love getting lost in words. Well, it took us a while to get here. It took the world falling apart, but maybe we needed to take a step back to remember how lucky we are. It's like time is falling wonder how it took us this long. Spend our evenings telling stories and playing games like we were all kids again. Sitting on the front porch laughing, it's gotta be the finest medicine. It's like time is falling asleep in the afternoon. Sunlight that's keeping us warm. Against our will, we're finally sitting still and savoring the days before they're gone. I wonder how it took us this long. This long, this long. It's like time is falling asleep in the afternoon. Sunlight is keeping us warm. Against our will, we're finally sitting still and savoring the days before they're gone. I wonder how it took us this long. This long. Watching the sunset on Tennessee hills. I wish I could capture it, I never will. 'Cause I'm not a painter, can't stay in the lines. Just sitting here sipping on dandelion wine. It's starting to rain, but I don't feel a thing. Sitting out rocking on that old porch swing. 'Cause I found me something that tastes like springtime. Just sitting here sipping on
tried to shake it, find